On the news tonight, Master Plan, FCT Ministerial Task Team on City Sanitation demolishes Zamani community. FCTA flags off campaign against unethical waste disposal in the city. Barely 48 hours to Eid al-Fitr celebration, Muslims urged to follow the tenets of Islamic law and Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This is the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Thanks for joining us. I am Frama Pani. The federal government has declared Monday and Tuesday, 2nd and 3rd of May, as public holidays to mark this year's Workers' Day and Eid al-Fitr celebrations. The Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, made the declaration Thursday in Abuja on behalf of the federal government. He used the medium to congratulate workers across the country and commended their hard work, diligence, and sacrifice, while also charging them to imbibe the culture of productivity. He also congratulated all Muslims for a successful completion of the holy month of Ramadan fast. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has flagged off campaign against unethical waste disposal in the city. While on a roadshow, the FCT Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola says it is significant to create awareness for the protection of the environment. Onoze Yakubu tells us more.
Worried by the rate of unethical environmental practices in the FCT as a result of poor waste disposal by households and business organizations operating within the FCT, the FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola, represented by Samuel Atang, says that the administration, through the Abuja Environmental Protection Board and other partners, have been making efforts at ensuring that all waste are evacuated promptly.
What we are setting out to do today is one of the clear mandates, one of the core mandates of the Federal Capital Territory Administration in terms of maintaining a clean, hygienic, and safe environment for the well-being and good health of the FCT residents.
We must not use too much of polythene bag that oftentimes put our environment in jeopardy.
Convener of the campaign and acting director of the FCT Reform Coordination and Service Improvement Department, Dr. Jumai Amadu, disclosed that the initiative is long overdue, considering the habit of some residents converting public facilities to waste dump site.
We should actually go out and still re-equate to the minds of FCT residents on the need for them to make use of these facilities that government has made available, and at the same time also start imbibing the habit of this recycling bin that we also have.
The campaign, which kicked off from the Area 1 roundabout, passed through Area 10 by the UTC to Wuse Market and finally terminated at Dijabi Motor Park. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
And as part of activity to mark African Vaccination Week, the FCT Primary Healthcare Board has taken its integrated services to the vulnerable. Aisha Uba Ali reports that the outreach targeted the internally displaced persons of New Kuchugoro camp.
That was the mood at the Kuchugoro internally displaced persons camp, where children and women were excited at the arrival of the vaccination team from the FCT Primary Health Care Board. Although the women refused to take the COVID-19 vaccination, reasons being that they were not informed or know much about the importance of the vaccine.
Children from 0 to 1 year, a year and 5 months from birth.
Services such as measles, DPT vaccine, malaria and cough treatment were administered on the children and pregnant women. However, the story of 19-year-old Grace Dogo is a pathetic one with little or no knowledge on how to handle a newborn. She's left to cater for a malnourished child.
They advised me to take him to hospital. Yes, so that he can get the help.
Improper feeding She is not on exclusive breastfeeding, and the child has never taken any vaccine right from the birth.
The African Vaccination Week, which is a global event commemorated every last week in the month of April, is to provide people with the opportunity to know the importance of vaccine and how it protects human lives. In Abuja, Aisha Oba Ali, NTA News.
In continuation of the restoration of the city master plan, the FCT Ministerial Task Team on City Sanitation has revisited Zamani village along the airport road and pulled down more than 600 illegal structures in the community. Onoze Yakubu reports that the exercise left residents of the community counting their losses.
The consequence of buying land from the local chiefs is what played out by this ongoing demolition, as the bulldozers of the Development Control Department did not spare any contravening structure in the community. It was tears, anger, and lamentation as the residents turned to onlookers watching their precious homes being pulled down by the bulldozers of the Development Police of the FCT.
The government of Mohamed Musa Bello as FCT minister is heavily committed to the removal of illegal structures and illegal expansion of indigenous village. The indigenous communities have not been, the indigenous houses have not been touched, while the other illegal structures like the one you see behind me and several others here have all been pulled down as part of measures to actually rid Abuja of illegal structures.
The senior special assistant on monitoring, inspection and enforcement to the FCT minister Iharu Atta, however, maintains that no compensation will be paid as the victims violated the extant rules and regulations guiding the city development. He further adds that ample time was given to the residents of the community to salvage their property. Director Development Control Department Mukhtar Galadima warns his staff against taking bribe from any person as punitive measures await anyone who engages in such acts.
Even gives or collect money is at its own peril because we have to do our work and we have to do what is right.
Some residents of the community lament their ordeal.
I buy land for the chief.
My family, all of them, they out that day, but later we later run. But all my luggage, well, they scatter everything.
Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, residents of Maraba, Nyanya, Karu, and other road users residing along the road have commended the level of work on the ongoing road expansion project. Hawagimba reports that residents spend hours before getting to their destinations.
On a day like this, along the popular Nyanya Maraba Road, commuters and residents spend hours just to get to their destinations. But with the intervention of government, the road is wearing a new look with the expansion of the road. Residents can now have a sigh of relief with the ongoing construction and expansion of the Nyanya Maraba Road, as well as construction of pedestrian bridge. Commuters and residents commend the giant stride of the federal government and the management of the Federal Capital Territory on this development.
Observed yesterday, it has reduced the hold-up that has been on this road.
But I'm happy the whole place is okay now.
Caught in the act, Okada riders were seen violating the traffic rules by following one way. Residents appeal to the relevant authorities to speak to their conscience to avoid accidents.
You see the VIO or the policemen seizing their bikes.
Director Vehicle Inspection Office Abdulatif Bello says all hands are on deck to ensure Okada riders do not violate the rules put in place by the Federal Capital Territory Administration.
I think the best bet is for us to exercise little patience for the completion of that road so that we can suggest appropriately whether Okada activity should be banned along that axis.
Just like Oliver Twist, residents expect more infrastructural development from the government. Hawagimba, NTA News.
And on electoral matters, with the INEC portal reopened for the continuous voters registration for eligible voters in the FCT, Resident Commissioner FCT INEC Yahaya Bello, in an exclusive interview with NTA, says residents should take advantage of the third and last phase of the exercise. Aisha Obali reports.
Soon, the political space will get busy ahead of the 2023 general elections. INEC, as part of putting measures in place, is the continuous voters registration ongoing to enable many get their PVCs ahead of 2023 to avoid being denied to exercise their franchise. However, INEC has decried the issue of multiple registration due to missing voters' card, damaged cards, as well as transfers.
So people should, as much as possible, resist the temptation to go and register a fresh when they have another one, whether it is damaged, whether it is good.
For eligible voters, their appeal is for INEC to make the exercise seamless, as the long wait for capturing could be tiring.
Well, they've tried, but they would have improved better.
Almost 1 hour now. So when I came in here, they told me that I should wait, that they are attending to other persons. So I'm still waiting.
INEC is, however, making it known that most eligible voters are fond of not coming back for their PVCs after the exercise.
Garida now has been overtaken by beavers. We have been making a lot of effort to improve, technically.
For Isaac and others, they say the whole exercise is in their interest. So by 2023, none of them will be denied their right. The portal address, according to INEC, is inecvr.ng.org. In Abuja, Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
Muslims have been urged to follow the tenets of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, as they prepare to mark the 2022 Eid al-Fitr celebration. The sermon by the Chief Imam of Area 10 Mosque, Yahya Garba Al-Yolawi. Hawa Gimba reports that the Imam gave tips on ways to perform before and after the Eid prayers.
Imam Yahya Garba Al-Yolawi giving tips on what to do when going for Eid prayers. One of them is Zakat al-Fitr, that is, giving alms to the needy. Al-Yolawi further charged Muslims not to lose focus when worshipping Allah, as the holy month of Ramadan comes with bountiful reward. Hence, the need for Zakat al-Fitr on the Eid day is one important aspect of Islam.
So it is about tips on Eid al-Fitr and Zakat al-Fitr. We try to remind brothers and sisters on the wisdom behind the Zakat al-Fitr. It is for 2 or 3 reasons. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to have a full package. Now it serves as purification.
He further urged Muslims to ensure they eat before leaving home, as well as send greetings to one another after Eid prayers. Hawagimba, NTA News.
In a world where you can be anything, choose to make more out of it. So, whether you're a corporate, individual business, or entrepreneur, you can make the extra cash you need by signing up as an Access Closer agent to provide common banking services like cash withdrawal, cash transfer, buy airtime, bill payment, account opening, deposit money in your neighborhood. To register, all you need is to visit any Access Bank branch with a valid identification card, your NIN, your utility bill, your business registration documents, and a minimum capital of 50,000 Naira. Access, more than banking.
Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. With a new and improved taste. It's delicious and refreshing. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. You need to try it first.
Soyayya da daɗi, soyayya da kyau.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Flying Flying Eagles in Niamey, Niger Republic for the West African Football Union Championship as Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp extends deal to 2026. Details with Wayne Dogo.
Seven-time African champions Nigeria have high expectations as they head to Niamey, capital of Niger Republic, for this year's West African Football Union Under-20 Championship taking place in that country 7 to 20th of May. While in Niamey, the Flying Eagles will engage in 2 friendly matches arranged by the Nigerian Football Federation. This is to put the team in premium shape and readiness for the competition proper. Head coach Ladan Boso has selected a team of 28 players who will compete against familiar foes, Ghana Black Satellites and Young Etalons of Burkina Faso in Group B. And to boxing, Dylan White insists he wants a rematch against Tyson Fury after claiming he was illegally pushed and should have been given more time to recover during Saturday's heavyweight title clash at the Wembley Stadium. In the same vein, Tyson Fury again insisted he has retired from boxing, with the unbeaten heavyweight adamant that no amount of money in the future would persuade him to return to the ring. With Sports Brief, Wayne Dogo, NTA News.
That concludes the English segment of the news. Please stand by for the translations. Thanks for watching and have a good night.
je shaje wo wona abi ku shagbe dai wana ba shi ba dai wo mu president wa yuba wona wa gwana ba je gai gwamnati ya kizi da ta shi banya la kun shaba bai kan aza awe ntu she aza ze aba abafiya shilo ntuga ntu mbagbatun oni za yakubu wa dai ega gwamnati a kun shaba ya pya bai da aza nuge abafi ze ya shi zimba jin yebonu ko ibolo na anya sai gbogbo obanu ekizi mu shaba ya ko ekizi na laba wa godu nge ya bwa na lafiya yigolo ya vi abafi mbagbotu aba bajin nya nyipe baye nu na ye she gwamnati ekizi na gbadogun ye watu abafinya bai ba nge apuwa ya ba mi ashilo tugantu gwamnati gbagbotu abota bai da aweshun ala yin atnubu ga ye vi gwamnati gbagbotu yi ba mi nyakun gin ekizi da ala salajin yi mbage kala inge ba fi shoko ifenu ye Muhammad aputa manabwe fi nsaye aje ajin nge abaji ajin nge ayefon eye nya sala idil fitil nyan hawa gimba eye na bayi gogan wada inge babye nu nsala ngabi nge Yahya Garba Aliyolawi bai da sanu wo bai yin juma yi sala busi nsapa ogun awo juma ya sala shi ba kizi da yakwen sala ngabi ye ku abawu ba mbaba shi fi nsaye pya babu ashakoyi ana barka bai ku shakoyi yiwe ya sasa dagma fi na je ikin yakwen ta magbaje asalaji shekwa ya fa asalawe fi nagmada ibeji adowo nkwe na shekwa si page shekwa ni Jesu saiso
barkamu da wannan lokaci ga fasaran takaitaccen labarai mai karantawa Onozi Yakubu. Hukumar raya birnin tarayya ta kaddamar da kamfen na wayar da kan jama'a akan illolin zubar da shara barkatai cikin birnin tarayya Abuja. Sakataren dindindin na Abuja Olushade Adeshola wanda ya sami wakilci Samuel Atan ya jaddada muhimmancin wannan wayar da kan jama'a domin inganta muhalli. Wadda ta hada wannan shirin wayar da kan jama'a kuwa Dr. Jumai Ahmadu da sauran manya a wajen taron sun tofa albarkacin bakinsu a kan wannan shirin tsabkake muhalli. Domin ci gaba da fafutukan daidaita sahu a fannin gine-gine, jami'an Rusau sun sake komo ƙauyen zamani da ke hanyar zuwa filin jiragen sama na Abuja domin ci gaba da aikin rusau na gidaje da ba bisa ka'ida ba da aka kiyasta sun fi 600. A ta bakin masu jagoran rushe-rushen Muktar Galadima da Ikaro Ata cewa suka yi waɗannan gidaje da ake rusawa a kauyen sun hada da waɗanda aka saya filayensu ne a hannun sarakai da ba bisa ka'ida ba. Wannan aikin a daidaita sahu a fannin gine-gine da ake yi ya jawo hasaran dukiyoyi ga waɗanda abun ya rusa da su. An kira ga musulmai da su bi sahun karantarsuwar annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam musamman a wannan lokaci na shirye-shiryen bikin karamin sallah. Wannan shine darasi da ke kushe cikin hutuban sallan juma'a na yau, wanda babban limamin masallacin garki shiya ta 10 Ustaz Yahya Garba Aliyolawi ya jagorta. Wakiliyarmu Hawa Gimba ta kawo rahoto cewa limamin ya kuma ƙara haske akan abubuwa da ya kamata musulmai su yi kamin sallan idi da bayan sallan idi, wanda kuma suka hada da fi da zakatul fitr da sauransu. Da jama'a abin da ya sauka kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
Chisom Solinwoke afọ nọ na nke abalị a. Ọchịchị obodo abụọ FCT amalitela ihe omume nkụzi ihe maka ịkwụsị ikpopụ ihe ndị ruru unyi n'ụzọ na-ekwesịghị ekwesị n'obodo a. Onoze Yakubu, onye ọrụ anyị na akụkọ a, kwuru na onye ode akwụkwọ ukwu nke ọchịchị obodo a Olusode Adesola kọwara na ha banyere n'ụzọ iji mee ka ndị mmadụ mata ihe a na-ekwu iji chebe gburugburu ogbe anyị. Ebe onye haziri ihe omume a okporo ụzọ a Jumai Amadu kwuru na ekwesịrị ime ihe nkụzi ihe a eri mgbe n'ihi ụzọ ndị mmadụ si eji ụlọ a na-ebi ebi eme ebe a na-ekpofu ihe ndị ruru unyi. N'ịga n'ihu na mbọ ya iweghachi ụzọ esiri hazie ihe ọrụrụ n'obodo a bụ Abuja, ndị otu ọrụ ntinye n'iwu maka idobe obodo a ọcha bụ nke onye ọchị na-elekọta ọchị obodo a hiwere alaghachila n'obodo Zamani nke dị n'ogologo okporo ụzọ ụgbọelu nke obodo a ma kwatuo ihe ndị a rụrụ n'ụzọ na-ekwesị ekwesị karịrị narị isii n'obodo ahụ. Onoze Yakubu batara anya akọ na nke a mere ka ndị bi n'obodo a na-ebe akwa ma na-akụkọ ọghọm ndị ha nwere n'ihi nkwatu nke ihe ọrụrụ ndị a. Akpọkuola ndị ogbe Islam ka ha soro usoro onye ama Mohammed ka udo na ngọzi dịrị ya hiwere dịka ha na-ahazi ụbọchị emume Eid al-Fitr nke afọ 2022. Onye ọrụ anyị Hawa Gimba batara anya akọ na nke a so n'ime ihe onye isi imam nke Gete Mosque ya Garba Aliyolawi, ebe o ji ohere a chetara ha ụfọdụ n'ime ihe ndị a chọrọ n'aka ha tupu nakwa ngwụsị nke ekpere Eid, ndị gụnyere ihe oriri na ikele ekele. Ya dịkwara gị mma maka isonye m na nke abalị ndị wọnụ.
Ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín látẹnu Bọ́lájí Mati. Ìjọba ìlú Àbújá ti ṣíṣọ lójú ètò ìpolongo lórí ọ̀nà tí kò tọ́ tí àwọn ènìyàn ń lo korobá ìdọ̀tí ní ìlú Àbújá. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Onoze Yakubu ròyìn wípé ọ̀gá àgbà iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba ìlú Àbújá Olúṣadé Adéṣọlá lásìkò ètò ìrìn àjò lójú pópó nínú ọ̀rọ̀ mẹ́nuba ìdí pàtàkì tí àwọn ènìyàn láti ṣe àmójútó agbègbè wọn. Láti tẹ̀síwájú lórí ìgbésẹ̀ tí yóò mú kí ìwé ìpìlẹ̀ ìlú Àbújá dúró bí ó ti yẹ, àjọ tó ń gbè fún aláṣẹ láti fọ ìlú Àbújá mọ́ tún ti ṣiṣẹ́ dé abúlé Zamani tó ń bẹ lẹ́bàá òpópónà ojú ọ̀nà márosẹ̀ ti ọkọ̀ òfurufú. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Onoze Yakubu ròyìn wípé ó lé ní 600 ilé tí kò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ àti àwọn tó kọjá ìlà tí wọ́n wó ní abúlé ọ̀hún, níbi tí Ìkàró Àtá ti sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé àwọn ilé tí kò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ àti dúró tó kọjá ìlà àti tí kò tẹ̀lé òfin ìlànà ilé ni wọ́n wó ní abúlé ọ̀hún àti wípé kò sí owó gbà má bínú fún ẹnikẹ́ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀gá Mukhtar Galadima rọ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ rẹ̀ wípé kí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ láì fi igbá kan bọ̀kan nínú. Wọ́n ti rọ gbogbo mùsùlùmí pé kí wọ́n tẹsẹ̀ bọ bàtà ànábì wa Muhammad kí ìkẹ́ àti ìgẹ́ Ọlọ́run máa bá bí wọ́n ti ń palẹ̀ mọ́ fún ayẹyẹ àjọ̀dún ọdún kékeré. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn àwágínbà ròyìn wípé lèmọ́mù àgbà mọ́ṣáláṣí Jímọ̀ ẹkùn kẹwàá Yàyà Al-Yulawi ló gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún kalẹ̀ nínú wàásù Jímọ̀ tòní. Ó mẹ́nu bà àwọn ọ̀nà tó yẹ láti gbàdúrà ní yídì àti wípé ọrẹ fún àwọn aláìní ṣe pàtàkì púpọ̀. A ò rí jù báyìí lọ́sẹ̀ yìí títí ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ní àṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ojúmọ́ ire ni yóò mọ́ wa.